What's up, gang? Merlin Don on the mic, here with another video playing your favorite leader, Marshall Deeds, aka Blackbeard. The black leader of OP09. This is my list. We have talked about this list in another video. Today we will analyze 3 matches against, so 3 ranked matches in the simulator against Shanks. One of the hardest matchups against this leader, in my humble opinion, and we will talk about how to counter this deck if you get to draw the cards. So without any further ado, let's go to the matchup. So he chooses to go second, we choose to go. We need to go first. We don't have any Lafitte to play in our first hand. He also doesn't have anything to play. So when we are at 3 Dawn, we attach 1 Dawn to our leader, we attack, he takes, and then we establish our dock queue. We don't need to start trashing cards here. We can argue about that, but I will not do it. Then we attack him, although he can use his leader ability and do a -1, and then we establish a Van Agur, and we say at that point to him, you know what, if you establish something, we can KO that. So he continues to hit us with 6k, we are 3 life, and then he establishes Silver Rayleigh. Silver Rayleigh is a 5 cost party, and this is a problem when we have only Van Agur on the field, but we have a Stronger, we have a Sea Gun, we have some solutions here, we can do some things. On his next turn, he's at 8th Dawn, so he could possibly play Beckman and trust one character of ours. We don't want that, so we black hole him, and we have 2 cards that we do not currently need. So what we do here is we trust 1 card for the black hole, we play our Laboon for the -4. Laboon is a great card against decks like Shanks or like Purple Luffy, because they most play cards of a 5 cost at this mid game, let's say. So we play our Laboon -4, his Rayleigh is at 1 cost, and then we get to KO it with our Dock Q. Then we can play one blocker and all of it, because on the next turn we are at 9 Dawn, so we're still not at our 10 Dawn turn. Then we also attack him with Van Agur with 6k, and we have another 5k with leader, and we will not do it because he didn't use his leader ability this turn. So we have 4 cards left. He has like 1,000 cards in his hand, and he plays a Portugaz the Ace. Portugaz the Ace is a good card because it's hard to remove, because if you try to remove this card by using the KO effects, he can just do a -2 to his attack power, and he can also remain active, right? So we can't get rid of this card easily. He keeps attacking us. Now with 8k we take, so his plan here is to reduce our life to the minimum, and once he hits the 10 Dawn turn, start spamming his big baddies, his big bullies, and start bullying us and kill us. But at that point we have managed to establish a big board, which is a must if you play against the Shanks, and we also have a blocker. We don't really care that we don't have any Blackbeard in our hand at the moment, but we do care that we don't have the Jesus Birds at that point. It's sad, but what can I say? It's a lack of draw, and we get to draw another card that we don't need, that we can trust at the moment. So we search with our Lafitte. We do find a black hole and a Jesus. I don't get here the Jesus, I get the black hole, because we sit at the moment at 2 life, guys. And I really don't need another character on the field like the Portugaz the Ace. We need to get rid of this character. So I do a -3, and I get rid of this card by using my black hole, because black hole, guys, negates the effects of this card and then KOs that card. It's such a great card. So I do a -4 with my Laboon, because Laboon is a 5k attacker, so I don't really care. And now I have 4 dons left. I black hole him. I attach 1 don to my Van Agur. I attack him with 7k. I'm like, okay, you either start giving me some life of yours, or you will trust some cards of your hand. So he trusts 2 Beckmans. He's like, okay, I will not use them at all in this game. And then I attack him again with 8. I attack him with 8, and at that point, guys, he's also at 2 life. And this is where you want to have your Shanks when you are low at life, and he's at 10 don. He must also be low at life. The problem here is that he has like 1,000 cards in his hand, and Shanks plays way too many 2Ks. But we do have a Laboon, we do have a Van Agur, we do have a Dog Q on the field, and he is so cooked, because no matter what he plays, we can KO that thing. He attacks us with 5k. Of course, we don't want to take that hit, so we counter that with Van Agur, and he plays his Shanks, of course, and this is an easy block here. This is an easy block. We block that with our blocker, and now I was like, okay, we don't want our characters to be -4. And did you see that, guys? We still haven't drawn any Blackbeard, any 10-cost beard, or any Jesus. Well, Jesus, man. But we have the control of the board at the moment, and this is what matters. So we search, we find a 10 beard, we are happy, but I want to get rid of these Shanks. I don't want to freeze these Shanks at the moment. So instead of grabbing the 10-cost beard, I grab a Vasco. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I will do it like this. And I play stronger to do a -2 to his Shanks. Now he's at 8, and also recycle, because I didn't want the slicer in my hand. Right? Then I played my Laboon, and then I KO'd his Shanks by using my Seagun. And the reason why I use Seagun instead of Black Hole is, of course, because I was afraid at that point of his Lucky Rooks. Because if he plays a Lucky Rooks, we need to use our Black Hole for this Lucky Rooks. We can't use our Seagun, because if we use our Seagun, he will get rid of one of our characters for free, guys. So I use that. I still have 4 don left, and I was like, okay, we chill, guys. We chill at this point. We use 1 don to our leader, 6k to 5k. If you reduce me, okay, it's fine by me. I will attach a don anyway to this Van Agur. You will reduce this Van Agur, and you will have to deal again with a 6 cost, a 6 attack k, 6k attack. So I do that, and I play with my Vasco. I'm again at exactly the same situation as before. So we have the Vasco, so we have our blocker, we have our Laboon, we have our Van Agur, we have our Doku, we have our Searcher. We do have 2 cards left. He is still at 2 life, but he has not that many cards as before. First he attacks us with 1k, so we know what's coming, and I was like, you know what, I don't have enough cards in my hand. I will take this one, and maybe I will hit something good. And of course here comes the second Shanks of his. I block the second hit, and now we still didn't throw any Blackbeard, and we have already used the 2 Vascos that we play. So we don't have any other blockers, and we need to do something now. So I play my second Searcher, and I was like, okay, so interesting. So I will grab a Tits, So on my next turn I will be able to play a Teach if I want to. These Shanks will go now away. -4, -3, black hole, arrivederci. And now I still have 3 Dawn, I attach all of my Dawns and I attack him. And at that point of the game, I still have 1 life, so he can't do anything to finish me off on the next turn. And of course, like I said, Shanks has way too many 2Ks, and he has also his leader's ability. It's really hard, but we managed to get him down to 4 cards, which is a step further. We're 1 step closer to win that game, because like I said, he can't finish us off, and we do have now a Teach on our hand. We do have our board, and I was like, okay, now do I really need that Teach? Do I really need that Teach? Because I still have my 2 searchers, and everything that he plays on every turn, I get rid of it immediately. So I keep doing what I'm doing well here. I'm just controlling the board, and I'm eating his hand. So I'm eating his cards 1 by 1. Now he attacks us for 7k, and of course it's something that we need to take, and we also need to consider at that point that he might have a Roger. So what we do here, guys, we need to go for game, but we managed in these turns to get him down to only 4 cards. So what that means is, of course, that we start with 8k, because we know that he can reduce this hit down to 7 if he wants to, which he does. So he reduces the first hit and he uses the 0 event with a card. So first one, it's okay. The second one, I do it with 6k, because I was like, okay, you know what? I will try at that point to see if he has only 1k in his hand, because if he has only 1k, we might be lucky here. So he has pretty much only 1k, and I go again with 6k, and now I have my 5 Dawns. I attach them to the MVP of the game, Lafitte, and we get the first game. So we get the first game here. So as you can see, even if you don't see your Blackbeards, or the ideal situation to play your Blackbeard or your Jesuses, you can also try and play the tactic to try and control the board when you play against Shanks by removing his cards and try to let's say defend yourself. Okay, so the second game, like always, I lose the dice roll. Excuse me, guys. I'm just not good at rolling, you know. So he chooses, of course, to go second. I'm going first here. I will play this is my era here. I will grab my dog Q. He doesn't play anything at 2 Dawn. Now I'm at 3. Of course, I have 2 more. This is my new era. First, I will attack him with my leader, and he uses my leader, my attack. That's fair enough. I got 2 dogs, and I hit the 2 rest dogs with this. This is my era, so I know that I don't have any dogs in my deck. They are now in my graveyard, and you need to keep track of your cards, guys, no matter what you do. I'm grabbing here my Marshall DTs because I don't want the game to go like the last one. I want to have a big character here, and I play my dog Hume. I take the first hit, of course, and I hope that I will see like a reducer here. I don't see any reducer, only a stronger. So what we do here, guys, is of course we play our Burgess, and he's now at 6 stone. We don't black hole him yet because he doesn't have anything scary. He attacks us with 7k, we hit our trigger. We love this trigger. We love this trigger. So we have now a sea gun. We don't have anything else to do a -1. We play our Lafitte, we grab a black hole because we already have a Teats. For the remaining Dawn, I was like here, do I want to attach it to my leader and apply bit pressure? No, I don't want to because he's +1k leader. So I'm just playing this is my arrow to grab a card. I'm trusting a card here, and I was like, okay, you know what? I will try to get some cards off of you. I will try to get some cards off of you, or maybe, for example, a life. And I take a life here. On his next turn, he decides not to play any card, but to attack my Jesus. I was like, okay, you know what? I do have the counter. And I play 2 cards here. And because I trust 2 cards, my Jesus gets buffed +1k, and he's now at 12. And I don't have to trust 3 cards, I only have to trust 2 cards. So he did me here a favor. He has 2 dons open, maybe it's his event that he plays to KO for free my Lafitte or my Dog Q. I don't really care. I'm searching with Lafitte now because I'm at 9 don. I get my second beard. Of course, this is his event, which we talked about before. We hit him with our Burgess. He's at 3 life. We play our second Burgess. We play a blocker. We trust 1 card to black hole him. We are at the perfect spot. This is exactly the spot that you want to be when you play against Shanks. When he's at his 10 don, you want to have 2 Jesuses on the board, a blocker, and be ready to start spamming your Titsis, guys. Because now we start spamming our Titsis. We play our first Tits. We trust a card. We have 2 10k monsters on the field, which is crazy. It is crazy. And we have a 12k blocker. A 12k blocker. He tries to counter the second one, and we are ready. We are ready to play our second Tits, no matter what he plays. Of course, he plays a second Shanks. We don't really care here. We don't really care because he tries to kill our Jesus here. Of course, we block that with our Blackbeard, and we counter that. And he has another hit with his leader, which we counter as well. And now it's time for us. It's time for us. We either play our Blackbeard, which we do because we lose anyway 1k from each character. So we play our Blackbeard, we are safe. We attack his leader first with our leader, and now we have 3 big attacks. And if he manages somehow to defend one of them, then we will probably here survive. And this is exactly what he does. He manages here to counter that. And he's all in now. He's all in. But even in this situation here, he has 4 attacks. So the first one, we get it. The second one, get that. And the third one, we block that. And as you can see here, he can't do anything. Why? Because we used our Tits and we freezed one of his characters. So keep that in mind, guys. When you do that, you should always keep in mind, okay, maybe this Shanks does has a counter. So do I want to go for lethal? You always need to ask yourself if you will be able to survive if you do that. So, and the last game for today, again against Shanks, again a rank match. Again I lose the dice roll like always, guys. I'm really sorry. So on the first round I play of course my stage. He doesn't play anything on his 2-don. I think that Shanks do not play Otama anymore because on the last games that I play with against Shanks, no Shanks has ever played any Otama, or I think it's Otama, right? The one cost searcher, or it's Enuta. Excuse me, this is Enuta. Okay, so enough with the talking. You see what I do here. I'm playing the Lafitte, I search. I forget here, this is a misplay, I forget here to attach 1-don to attack with my leader, but it is what it is. He KOs my Lafitte, and now I play Van Agur. He has a 5k character on the field. I have now my Laboon, I have my Doc Q, I have Black Hole, I have my Jesuses. I'm chilling because I play my Laboon, doing a -4. I'm playing my Doc Q. I'm searching, or better recycling with my stage by recycling my second Doc Q because I have the Black Hole in my hand. This is why I do it. And then I attack him of course with 6k with my Van Agur. I attack him again with 6k with my leader, which he reduces to 5k, and he counters. He's still pretty healthy. He wants to KO here my Van Agur. I don't really care because guys, at that point I get one free card, and of course we get to recycle and draw our teats, and now we play our 2 Jesuses. And this is the key. This is the key in the match against Shanks. If you manage on your 8-ton turn or on your 9-ton turn to establish this board, it's over for the Shanks. It's 90% over for the Shanks. So even if we don't have any blocker, see that he attacks me with his Shanks, and I get a trigger. Draw 2 cards. It's the best trigger ever. And we don't want to play our Blackbeard here. Why don't we want to play our Blackbeard here? Because we can establish one more body, KO his Shanks, right? And we still have our 1-don. We still have, of course, we play here this is my age to buff Jesus even more and grab another Blackbeard, and we keep recycling just exactly for that reason, to start grabbing some counter and keep buffing our Jesuses, because we have time here. We have time. We can attack with our Jesuses to start taking some life of his. We are still at a pretty good point, and he look at that. We have a full board. And he still goes for life. This guy this guy is crazy. He still goes for life because you know what? He's like, okay, this Blackbeard has 5 cards. If I go with my dragon against for example his Van Agur, he might can counter that. If I go against Laboon, he might can counter that. If I go against his life, I bring him to 0 and I manage to survive somehow, I will win the game. This is their strategy here. I was like, you know what? I will not even let you do that. I will stay to 1 life. And at that point, you can either try to eat the whole hand of theirs, but if he somehow manages here to counter us, he could possibly go for game next turn. Right? So I was like, you know what? It might be a better idea to just kill your dragon, right? KO your dragon, -4, -4, -3, ciao bella. Then once we do that, we recycle one of our Blackbeards because we are almost ready to go for game. And now it was like I either keep 2 Dawn open for my Shockwave and attack with my GCs and with my leader, or I go Blackbeard. I was like, okay, let's see what he does if I attack first with the GCs. And he takes both of life. He searches for one character. I was like, you know what? I will not go for Blackbeard here. I will go now again 13 to your life. 13. And he takes. I was like, okay. Do you see these 2 open dawns? Is it a bluff? And it's not a bluff. It's a Shockwave waiting to defend me. So I'm so confident here that I'm trusting Blackbeard. I'm trusting my 10 cost Blackbeard. And I'm winning this game without even his support. He attaches 2 Dawn to his leader and attacks me with 7 because he sees only 3 cards, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I might win here. If I get him and then I play something with 8k like a dragon, and if he takes life here, he doesn't have the counter. And you know what? I was like, such a chill guy. Here is your Shockwave, mate. GG. Once you see that, it's GG. And then of course he knows that he can't go for game. He plays a Rayleigh, and a Rayleigh is nothing when we have a Laboon and a Dog Q, right? So we KO this poor guy. We attach all of our Dawns to our Jesus Purges, and we go, of course, for game here. And the funny thing is, I'm going 21k, and just look how crazy it is. He's like, okay, I will do a -1 to you, and he's like, okay, he's starting to trusting so 2Ks and events, and he was like, whoa, he's at 21. He managed to do that, right? And then of course the second K. So this was his plan here. This was his plan. Of course he had a dragon in his hand, as you can see, and he was like, okay, I will try to go for the 7k swing. If he takes, then he might doesn't have anything, and I will go dragon, and he can try to kill me, but I will defend. No way to defend that, right? And his plan was, of course, to also to play the Roger if he was at 0 life, or if I was at 0 life, and he had the opportunity to do that. Okay, guys, so these 2 were the game. These 3 were the games, and this is again the deck list that I played. This is my strategy against Shanks. Like I said, you need to go wide, you need to control the board, you need to drop at least 1 or 2 Jesuses before your 10 Dawn turn, and this is not mandatory, as you saw on every single one of these games. We just control the board. 10 cost hits, I have told that many times, is not your key card, is a nice to have finisher. Remember that. So thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope that you liked it. Smash this like button if you liked it. Write me down in the comment section below what you think about this deck list, about this leader, about this video. Share your thoughts with me and everything else you want. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace.